don't know why it's even a question. I'm coming to Chicago to pick up my check.
I'm the world champion. I don't train 6 days a week to get second place.
BenchAmerica is back, and it's bigger and better than ever. We'll find out just who is the baddest bench press athlete in the USA right now.
You're watching Bench America 2, presented by USSportsTeam.com, here on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome to Bench America 2, the U.S. National Bench Press Championships. Hello, everyone, and alongside Peter Thorne, I'm Eric Collins. And, well, Peter, let's get right down to it. We know that records will be broken today, but the record that everyone's talking about is the mark set in the heavyweight division.
I know, you're talking about James Henderson's 711-pound bench press, and that was set back in 1996 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But I think, Eric, the conditions are right this time. We may see that record broken here today at Bench America.
Wouldn't that be something? We, of course, will keep a keen eye out on that one. Well, the third member of our broadcast team is from Monster Muscle Magazine, and he's Sean Katterle.
That's right, Eric. I'm totally pumped up. It's getting out of control. This year, we've bumped up the prize money to $40,000. They've added a women's division. And on top of that, there's been some rules changes. No more double-ply shirts. Single-ply only. Drug tested. You've got to show up, and you've got to put up if you want to win the cash.
Thanks a lot, Sean. Well, now, Peter, let's get down to the specifics of the heavyweight division. Now, the heavyweight division begins at the 242-pound class, and in that set of 242s, there's a lot of interesting names and personalities.
Yes, we got a heck of a class. We've got Brad Kelly, the powerlifting parson. We got Arthur Superman Jones. We've got David Doan, IPF winner. This is going to be too close to call. This is going to be a real battle.
In the 242-pound class, our first contestant, Arthur Jones from Scottsdale, Arizona. What Jones accomplishes on the bench is outstanding, but among his accomplishments away from the gym is this incredible story.
I was a security specialist in the Air Force back in '98, stationed at the 162nd Air National Guard base in Tucson, Arizona. 18th of August, I was out on the flight line, patrolling the airplanes, doing just basic terrace control, and we share runways with the airport in their Air National Guard bases. When I saw the plane heading for the fence line, I thought it was just some rookie pilot, saw some fighter planes and wanted to fly over and look at them. Well, that's illegal, you can't do that. So I was moving in a position so I could see his tail number so I could call it in. Once he crossed over the fence and he barely cleared the fence, I thought, oh God. And I just had enough time to think, drop the radio, turn the truck, the landing gear came through the windshield, the plane spun around and propeller chopped the roof of the truck down on top of me. I got the door open, I had glass in my face and in my eyes. I look over and through the blood in my eyes and everything, I could see him getting out of the plane. And that's when I really got scared, drew my weapon, was ordering him on the ground. The mechanics grabbed me and said, he's one of ours, he's one of ours. I said, what do you mean he's one of ours? And they said, he's one of our pilots. He was an instructor pilot at the base who I didn't recognize. He bought an airplane, flew it to Tucson, and crashed it. That's pretty much what happened.
Arthur trying to lift 539 pounds without a bench shirt that's called lifting raw. Doesn't like the bench shirt, so he's at a disadvantage, you would think. Let's see how he competes against the other 242s.
Yes, the proof about this issue will be at the end of the meet. Who wins, who picks up the check.
Arthur, no problem at all. Oh, no lift for Arthur Jones.
I couldn't see anything from up here, but it looked like his butt came off the bench.
David Doan, successful his first go-around in the 242-pound class. He's already got 588.5 pounds. His second lift will be an attempt of 610.5 pounds. That's a pretty big jump.
Right, but he's an experienced lifter, Eric. He's a national champion many times and just came back from Trenčín, Slovakia with a gold medal in the Masters lifting. He's 40 years old. Let's see what he can do with this weight now.
He's from Berlin, Wisconsin, just a neighboring state away. Has a lot of support here in the stands.
The successful lift may keep him in the competition.
Press! Doan grunting, you can hear him audibly. And he's successful on that attempt.
Right.
610.5 pounds.
Right. I think he's still in the competition. These boys got to make these bigger lifts now.
Jason Jianxin from Eufaula, Oklahoma, already is hit with 605. This next attempt, should he get it, would put him in first place. He's going for 632.5 pounds.
Big lift for the sheriff. I just heard that no one ever has given him any trouble. Well, I guess one look at him, you wouldn't want to give him any trouble. Easy job for a sheriff to look that big.
And Jason Jackson says that everyone else in his department has had at least one confrontation with someone out in the field during their time in the force, yet he has never had anyone question him.
I can understand that. And watching this lift, I know that.
Jason Jackson, Action Jackson presses it out, and the judges say it is indeed good.
Judges agree.
632.5 pounds.
Great lift. Puts him in first place, Eric.
Well, we've already had the excitement that we anticipated in the 242-pound class. Let's see if it can continue. Brad Kelly strides out for his second attempt. This time he's ordered 638 pounds on the bar. Should he get it, he would break the American record just recently set by Jason Jackson.
And just as important, it'll put the powerlifting pastor in first place. It'll be a good spot to be going into the third round. We'll all see what happens right now.
Brad underneath the bar. Remember, we saw him last year in BenchAmerica 1.
Handoff man's giving his handoff. He's taking his time.
Last year, Brad Kelly finished in third. This go-around says he's even stronger than last year, and it looks like that's going to be the case. Yep. He gets it, a new American record, and we're just in the second round.
Right, and that puts him strongly in first place because that was a good lift. Looked like he had more to give.
So now it comes down to this in the 242-pound class. Jason Jackson and Brad Kelly are battling it out on their last lifts. And, well, Jason Jackson had an American record for all of a couple of moments. He did 632.5 pounds, which was an American record, but then Brad Kelly came out and did 638. So right now, Jason Jackson in second place, but a successful lift right here could at least temporarily put him in first place. He's attempting 660.
Right, and he's trying to push Brad Kelly beyond his limit. Brad Kelly's going to have to come back and beat this lift if Jackson makes it. That's his strategy now.
So Jason Jackson, the former boxer, the deputy sheriff from Eufaula, Oklahoma, thinking about history. He's got a chance. Can he force it up?
Very close lift. It's up to the referees, and it's a good lift.
It's a new American record for Jason Jackson. The number to beat now is 660 pounds.
He's surely pushing Brad Kelly right to the limits here. Brad's got to come back and get that 665.
The pastor, Brad Kelly, trying to regain the American record that he's held just a moment ago before Jason Jackson took it away from him. If he can make this lift successfully, he will get 665.5 pounds and the win in the 242-pound class, and will also regain that American record.
Right, he's pushed him way over his limit. His best lift of the past was 638. He's way up to 665 pounds.
Time now to take a closer look at Greer, South Carolina's strongest man.
What are you doing? Come on, let's go in here and sit down with Mommy. I do a lot of speaking engagements to the area youth and communities and local colleges and things of that nature. And they always ask me, I said, what's the one thing that goes through your mind? And I said, well, when it touches my chest, I say, dear Lord, get this up. And I love pushing the heavy iron. It feels good. The toughest thing about getting where I am is you have to go work out. You have to make the trips. You know, and if you're not going to sacrifice to the point that you're obedient and you're there constantly, then you'll never make it. You'll never get there. And if I've done anything in life, whether it's my family, and the ministry, or powerlifting, it's the fact that I've sold out to do what it takes to get where I'm supposed to, where I feel the Lord has me to be. To get to BenchAmerica is a very difficult road, but it's one that I'm proud that I've been on. And so I'm looking for the Lord to give me whatever I need. But, you know, however it turns out, like I said, it's an honor to be on the platform with any of these guys.
So Brad Kelly taking his time, getting instructions from his twin brother who's handing him the weight. That is Bart Kelly. We saw him last year in BenchAmerica 1. Brings it down.
Wow.
Brad Kelly.
The powerlifting pastor
It's
did
good.
it, Eric.
It's a good lift. He takes first place and a new American record in the 242-pound weight class.
Boy, he got some help from somewhere for that one. That was way over his best lift.
Brad Kelly has been very successful so far today. He's already closed out the 242-pound weight class with a successful lift of 665.5 pounds. He'll already take home first place. We know that. but now he's going to try for a new American record. This is 704 pounds.
Eric, this is an unbelievable lift. He's going to need all the help he can get.
Kelly from Greer, South Carolina, getting help with the bar from his twin brother.
Everything's going quiet. 704 pounds, an unbelievable lift for a 242-pound lifter.
Kelly's fighting the weight. It looks like he's got a chance.
It's amazing.
And they're going to call it a good lift. With the 242-pound weight class winner, here's Sean Katterle.
There was a lot of talk today about whether or not the super heavyweights were going to bench press over 700 pounds. But in the 242 class, Big Brad put up a 704-pound bench press, taking first place. How's that feel?
I tell you, it feels great. The competition was tight out there, had some great athletes. And boy, Lord just took care of me today. I'm excited. It's probably I've done 704 before, but not in this strict of a meet and this type of equipment. It's probably the best meet of my life, biggest lift of my life was today. And I tell you, I never would have thought I was going to get 704 today. I just figured I'd go for it. Lord gave it to me.
Bench America 2 is brought to you in part by House of Pain. When you're serious about your training, House of Pain has your clothing. Call for a free catalog at 888-463-7246 or visit www.houseofpain.com.
I'm Lon Palmer, the #1 weightlifter of all time, and I use GLC 2000. At this level of competition, my joints take a severe pounding. Joint pain is a fact of life. You place unbelievable pressure on your joints. Train without the pain with GLC 2000.
Since January 1st, have you used any of the banned substances that are listed on your drug evaluation form?
No.
You're looking at and listening to polygraph tests that were administered to 50% of the contestants randomly chosen. In addition, all weight class winners that weren't tested have to pass to pick up their prize money. Sean, this is the largest drug-tested meet in U.S. powerlifting history.
Anytime you bring up the topic of drug testing, you bring in controversy to a contest. Some of the lifters, they're for it. Some of the lifters, they're against it. But what's most important is every lifter you're going to see bench press here today says, regardless, testing, no testing, they're going to show that they can put up huge numbers on the bench press drug-free.
I believe all sports should look in the mirror today and realize that drugs are not a long-term result. I mean, there are some great supplements that are out there that are guys that are getting hooked up on drugs. It's amazing to see how dirty some sports have gotten behind the scenes.
Would baseball be as big if they were using cork bats to hit more home runs?